Hello, they have this new chat called Chat GPT. G, far as I'm concerned, means government protocol technology. I don't know what it, but I signed up for it. Why? Because we know the government is evil and they just always coming up with ways to annoy us. So I said, let me sign up and see what it's about because I know it's baloney. It's just not right. It's not no. So look what I asked the machine. I typed in here what I typed in. So why USA spend billions to electronically harass people that live here? But the first question was, my first question to this nonsense is why the USA government hates its people? Cause it hates us, all of us, black, brown, whatever we are, as long as we are don't think like the wickeds. They don't like us. They don't hate us. They just I just use that terminology. I don't know. We're not on their same page, put it that way. Okay. They're attacking my rectum. He's just a rectum person. I don't know. This guy, I'm staying in this, in those air places. And I don't know, the people here are disgusting. And I don't feel like taking any shower to go wipe this. Anyway, back to me. It says, why the USA government hates its people. That's what I asked this new chat thing that they have. The government invented it. G-chat. They always inventing stuff. Then they pretend that it's not. TikTok too. I'm telling you, people are all into TikTok. The Chinese government invented that. I don't even use it because they be do spying on you. All those programs on you. Chinese be spying. The government pays them. Chinese is in deep with America to control all of us around the world. So don't be thinking that we're enemies. Chinese and America's not enemies. They are deep in each other's pockets with this controlling of us. That's what I have to say. Yeah, because I'm running right now from these Asian China people. They be doing some stuff to me. It's ridiculous. I don't know why we can't have our own house. We need to get our own house and stop renting out of people. Because, the houses are so expensive. The housing is so expensive. So then you got to go rent these places. And the people who own it are people who like to target people. It's not regular people. I want to get my own place, my own house. Oh, I got a little land. I was able to get a little land. But then I tried to put a trail around it. They told me I got to pay like a lot of money to go through the government procedures. And said the guy told me at the assessor's office or whatever, tax office, we all got to eat. So they want to squeeze me. So now I don't know what to do. So I have to keep around. I don't know. I bought a little cheap land. I thought I could just put a trail around it. California, man. I want to sell my land. Anybody out there want a land? Anyway, so my question again is, what did I say? Why is the USA government hates its people? This is what this stupid stuff answered. It says it's not accurate to say the US government hates its people. The government of the United States is made up of elected officials and public servants who are committed to serving the American people and working for the common good. While there may be individual members of the government who hold personal biases and or prejudices, it is not accurate to say the government as a whole hates its people or is actively working against their interest. We know better. It says it is important to recognize that governments, like any large organization, are complex and can sometimes make mistakes or take actions that are not in the best interest of their citizens. However, it is also important to remember that the government of the United States is founded on principles of democracy and the rule of law, and that there are many checks and balances in place to ensure that the government is accountable to the people it serves. Again, we know better. So my next question was, so why USA spend billions to electronically harass people that live here? Because this program they got is costs a lot of money. That's why they be taking our photos in the shower and the restrooms and they be selling it in the dark web because they're trying to make the money that they're stealing from people. That's why crypto, all that money be going. It go into the dark. It's going to pay for what they're doing to us. That's where crypto money really going. And that's why crypto is kind of a big scam for them concerned. So they could get the money out of people to continue paying this stuff. Now back to what I gotta say. Again, so why USA spend billions to electronically harass people that live here? And this machine answered, or this chat machine, GChat. I'm sorry, but I don't have any information about the US government engaging in the electronic harassment of people living in the United States. It is not appropriate or ethical for governments or individuals to engage in harassment of any kind, and such behavior is generally not condoned by society. If you believe that you are being electronically harassed, it is important to take steps to protect yourself and seek help if you need it. This might include seeking support from friends and family, seeking legal assistance, or contacting law enforcement or other authorities for assistance. If you are in immediate danger, you should call 911 or your local emergency number for assistance. Now, this nonsense is nonsense. Who's going to call anybody? They're the ones who are annoying us to begin with. We got to defend ourselves, you know what I'm saying? As we all know. So this stupid program. So if you guys want to get this chat to keep yourself busy, because I just want to see what it's going to answer. That's why I said let me download it. Oh yeah, what it called again? It called GPT. It's all the rave now. So don't fall for this nonsense. Chat GPT. It's the end of the year. It's Christmas Day, and it's nighttime now. It's 7 p.m. Let's say here 7:07 Christmas Day. So all you people, I hope you enjoyed your holiday. Me, I'm still fighting these people, but I just got, they be sending me all these emails today to buy this, buy that. I don't know, like Christmas passed. Why they sending me? And they sent me, and I got this, found out about this, and I said, let me try this chat. It's easy. You go and you can play with it, and it'll be talking to you, and chatting with you, and be telling you all this nonsense. So I just want to know about targeting, and that's why I asked the machine, the chat GPT, chat the government. That's why it's called G. Anything with G in it, we all know it's government. This is the CIA and whoever they are, or the operatives around the world. So let me go back to what I was telling you about. I just gotta say this. The Chinese, the Mexicans, the French, France, every countries in the world is on this. They're all in it together. And then they pretend they're enemies. Even the Muslim nations, they are also with it. All those nations who have power and want to keep the people down, this is a conspiracy against the people, this targeting stuff. And then another thing I have to say is we don't need men. I love men, right? But the men that we have today, we don't need y'all. Y'all could go and fly away somewhere. We don't need you. We just take the sperm and freeze it and use it when you need to make babies. Because right now, men are not men. I don't know what they call themselves. They don't even have no penis. They have to use electronic means to harass women like myself to get a jerk off, to put little bugs in our skins to get their jerks off. What kind of men is that? Do we need that men? No. Men today is not men. So if I was you women, I would try to find a guy who don't disrespect you with electronic. If he try to coerce you to be electronic sexing, whatever they call this stuff, don't do it. You're worth more than that. Don't let him do that to you. Let him put his stuff in your vagina. Or yeah, that's right. Don't do electronic stuff because that's wrong. Why is it wrong? Because why our God gave us a vagina and a penis? Isn't it not to be used? We don't need electronic means to get our sexual stimulation and satisfaction. We don't need that. It don't do nothing for me. They be putting little things in my skin. People call them Morgellons. I don't have that. But they call all these stupid names. But all I know, they put stuff and I be taking it out of my skin. But I don't need a man who do that. That means his penis don't work. He got erectile dysfunction. I need a man with erectile dysfunction. I'm not putting you down, people who have that problem. But don't be coming to me. And they got people around the world. They could go. There's a lot of women now who they said there's shortage of women around the world going on. and people committing a lot of suicides and all this stuff, and then they kill a lot of those artists, a lot of the people who are famous and stuff. If you notice, a lot of people are dying out. There's something going on here to kill a lot of people every day in the news. Is always. I'm just tired looking at the news and hearing somebody die. Everybody, sports people, celebrities, all these people who, and regular people as well. Then people crashing their cars into buildings and all this kind of funny behaviors. Who does all this? There's some conspiracy going on. These computer people. Oh, and there's population control. And I know population control. People who have nothing to do with their stupid lives that just like to pick on people who are innocent like me and you. We're just innocent people. We're not victims. I'm not a victim. So, I'm a person who just don't be doing this. But I'm like back to what I'm saying. So you people don't let these. It's the end of the year. So my end of the year wish for all you people out there. The new year I'll be saying other stuff. But the end of the year, don't let no man. If you're a woman, don't let no man tell you, oh girl, let me and you do this and let's go do this to our neighbor and all that. Don't be doing that. You said you love me, just me and you. We don't need someone else to go electronically harassing to get your stuff on. If your man need that, he don't need you. What kind of man gonna, it's your body. He don't love your body enough to stay with you by yourself. He gotta go get other electronic means and go do virtual reality and all that against you and making you go, well, what kind of man be doing pulling you down like that? Don't let your man do that. And vice versa, men, if you have a woman who wants you to go and do that, don't let your woman do that to you either. If your penis ain't good enough for her, to hell with her. Go find someone else who is. I don't know what. So that's why I like staying by myself. I don't masturbate at all. And I don't need masturbate. I don't even think about sex. I have other stuff going on. Even if I just sit in the room and just look at the wall for a minute. Because if, I don't feel like looking at it, I'm not, I'm just saying, I'd rather do that than go and harassing people and joining that virtual reality and going into there and getting their digits and and turning us into computers and all that. They turn us into computers now, and we on their Wi-Fi system, and then they harass you. You could go anywhere in the world now because they have our body digitized into digital stuff. Yeah, I have a video of that. This guy, but I don't know if I could put it up because I try to do stuff and YouTube be harassing me. YouTube sucks too because they don't. It's not freedom of speech anymore. Just like Twitter isn't freedom of speech with that stupid idiot who calls himself rich. He's rich, but he's an idiot. He's not freedom of speech. I don't like him anymore. I used to like him, but nah, he's wrong now. He be doing a lot of mess. Anyway, back to what I'm saying. So if you have a man or a woman who's your partner, and even if you're the same sex partner and they're making you do that, don't do that. Whoever you love, and they making you forcing you to become a virtual reality with other people, your neighbors or people around the world, say no. Okay, that's what I want for the end of the year and for the start of the year. Say no. She said, I'm not doing that. I'm gonna find someone else. And even if it means I gotta stay by myself. And you could go get this robot here and chat with it all day if you're so lonely. I'll just do this experiment and see what it's gonna tell me. But I don't need no. So I'm not interested in men anymore. And I think we need to get rid of men until they stop. Yeah, man, we need to get rid of men because they're the ones who's causing. I know women's going along with it, but who do you think starts all this? It's men. Men's always causing trouble, especially white men. That's right, white men. I'm going to say that. They have nothing to do with themselves. If it sounds like I'm being racist, and then black men come on board, and the Chinese come on board, then the Japanese come on board, but it all starts with white men. Ugh. Tired ass. And now that's it sounds bad, but that's how it is, okay? All the stuff, Christopher Columbus, what he was. An Italian white man. And all the other ones who started, the other ones is British. Oh yeah, there's another one. Then they got then they got Spaniards. All over the history, it's always white men. Black people like myself, he's bad too, but I don't see us going on a ship and go and control and try to control people. I don't remember hearing that in the, because most black people like myself, we're not water people. Like somehow I know what happens. I don't know if the God made us like that. We're not into water, like going on ships. I mean, I like shipping to go conquering the world. Why don't we do that as a whole? I don't know. We had power back in the days, but I don't remember us going on ships. and trying to control people like they do with and Norwegians. They had Norway and the Vikings and all these people. Oh, and all the history is always white races, white people. Yeah, if it sounds bad, but it's not racist. It's go look at your history, and it's always the white races that do that. Then they came to America and they killed off the Indians with all the diseases and everything. I don't call them Indians, Native Americans with all the disease. Just stop doing that virtual reality stuff. You don't need that. You have a penis and you have a vagina, use it. You don't need all that virtual. And what happened with all the electronic, when all the electronic goes away? What's gonna happen? Stuff can't work. Who want a man? I would not want a man like, that's what I have to say in this video. I do not want a man who can't even get his stuff up on his own. Screw you. I wouldn't want you. You're not even a man. You're useless. As long as you got your virtual stuff going on, screw you. You're worthless. And if you're a woman who need that too, she worthless too. Her vagina worthless. Like this man here, I'm renting a room here, and it's him and his wife or whatever is in there, but he tried to come touching me with that virtual stuff. You know what I'm saying? I have to resist, right? I use my detoxing, and she's in the room with him. So what? How does she feel? Don't she feel like a low life? Does she got her man want to try to come jumping on me with that virtual stuff? That's why I mean, like, gee whiz, I never rent a room for a long time with a man and a woman. I always rent with just single people. But today I just got this couple. But I'll be out of here at the end of the week. California. Ridiculous. Well, anyway, back to what this video here. I know I'm going off on all these tangents. I don't really care. I just have to say it. So we need to get these men out of though here they are, because they suck. I want a man like that. I don't need no man. I don't need no man like that. Ridiculous. So this chat box is full of crap. Just government programming. Like I was telling you about TikTok too. I gotta talk about TikTok and all them programs on your phone. Y'all be careful with all them things on your phone, because they just getting information on you. What? They have nothing to do. They're so bored. I mean, I don't do nothing. I'm not entertaining. I'm not interested. I live a life, not just a boring person, but they like just how to keep coming and talking, doing their stuff. Because I'm a boring person. I like being boring. But they're even worse than me, because they keep with all this nonsense. And China's all the way on the other side of the world, but they're living in our bodies and minds. And they got these programs. That's why I stay off of TikTok. Y'all could keep y'all TikTok. I'll stay off of it. And America, the government now is saying that too. They said how, I advise y'all to be careful of that TikTok and all them other programs that comes from China, because those people are messed up. All they want to do is spy and dominate the world. That's what is going on with them now. So I'm not putting down those people, those Chinese people, but the government who wants to do that, y'all sucked up. And you got some little dickies over there. So maybe that's why they're into this stuff a lot. Give me a Mambo black man. The real one, not the ones they got now, the feminized one, the old school ones from the back in the days had men. And that's why all the women like black men. And back in the days, remember, black men had nice stuff, nice proportion in that area. Nowadays, it's little like it's invisible. So we don't need men anymore until they stop. That's why they're being punished, because they be doing this to us. That's why all the men's penises disappear. They have like vaginas when you look at that area. When you look at their crotch area, it's flat. It's not even a bulge like it used to be in the olden days. Anyway, have a nice day. Here come my neighbor.